Hello, I'm Sister Mary Margaret Charo, and I'm here at the Cicerelli Galleria in downtown Hazelcrest to share with you the artistic treasures that have enriched my life. I hope they'll enrich yours as well. Allow me to be your tour guide through an aesthetic wonderland as we uncover the secrets of the great masters who give us the greatest gift of all, the gift of art. This is one of my favorites, a portrait of Spuds Mackenzie, the beer-drinking dog. Now the thing to remember is that Spuds is a super potty animal, and that really comes through in this depiction. There's a real sense of whimsy, because dogs don't usually wear baseball caps and drink beer. I'm not 100% positive, but I think this may have been done by Rembrandt. Here we have a rendition of super rock group Guns N' Roses. Ooh, it gives me the chills. Notice the look of defiance on the faces of Axel and Slash, as if to say, I dare you to call us a couple of no-talent has-beens. It's wonderfully lifelike. You can almost smell the heroin and vomit. Look at this little scamp. He appears to be some sort of cat-like creature, and he's trying to squeeze toothpaste onto a toothbrush, but he's really making a mess of it. But what really gives this picture a sense of poignancy is that the artist cleverly put up a thought balloon saying, I hate Mondays. It really captures the state of human despair in these modern times. This masterpiece is called Rhino with Mustache, and it depicts Cubs second baseman Ryne Sandberg with an actual rhinoceros. But here's what makes this artwork so intriguing. It is that Rhino has a mustache. Like the smile on Da Vinci's Mona Lisa, perhaps we will never know the reason for Sandberg's mustache. In the Spilatro wing, we come across the famous two Corys. It shows us Corey Haim and Corey Feldman at the height of their collective powers. Who can miss the longing and despair in Corey Haim's gaze? And who can help but notice that Corey Feldman is a complete ass? Sometimes it is difficult to remember which one is which. You can just think of them as Corey Crack and Corey Heroin. This next painting could probably best be appreciated if you're on crack. It's called the California Raisins, and what kind of mind could come up with such a horrific sight? Although the artist is uncredited, it can only be the handiwork of Salvador Dali in a playful mood. Now we come to quite an exquisite piece of sculpture. Again, it is a representation of Cubs second baseman Ryne Sandberg. Sandberg was a popular subject for artists starting in the Renaissance all the way through the German Bauhaus movement. Some of the better-known Rhino works include Sandberg descending a staircase, the Crucifixion of Rhino, and Whistler's Sandberg. This statue was done by Rodin in 1834 to give him something to look at while he masturbated. You'll notice the precision which was taken to ensure that the piece was anatomically correct. And just look at that tush! What a magnificent rump! This next one is called King Kong 3D, and it can best be viewed while wearing 3D glasses. Here, let me try to put them on the camera. A gorilla is scary enough, but in 3D, forget about it! Here we have a painting of two women embracing. They really seem to be enjoying each other's company. Notice the black leather spiked-heeled boots, as if to say, I'll have sex with anyone. At the bottom of the painting reads, need a hug? What could be a greater sentiment than that? If that last painting got you a little moist down below, this one should cool you off. It depicts former chief of the Soviet Union, Mikhail Gorbachev. And what I find so fascinating is that there is no blotch on his head. Now, was the artist so inept that he didn't notice a giant purple blotch on the man's forehead? Or was he trying to tell us something about the nature of blotches on all our heads? We've come to the final stop on our grand tour, this majestic portrait of George Michael of Wham. As I gaze at this picture, I'm struck by the sense of urgency in his eyes, the tension in his muscle definition, and the overwhelming feeling that this guy is a raging homo. Well, that's all the time we have for this installment. Join me next time for more adventures in the world of great art.